Hello, it's Scott Medley here, and for all its flaws, I am still playing No Man's Sky. I do kinda enjoy running around and finding the same thing over and over again. Sure, it's not really living up to many of the promises, but regardless, it's living up to enough promises that I'm kinda enjoying hanging around in the universe in a sort of way that I enjoy playing Elite Dangerous. A game, again, which works for certain people, but not for everyone. And what also works for some people, but not for everyone, is this combo that I'm trying to figure out here. This took me some time. You have to use the melee attack, and then you have to fire your jets at the same time, and then in theory you can fly faster than before. I found this base. I'm not sure what it is. We have the Mayat Shaf reflector. I stand at a terminal and watch a beacon from an unknown star endlessly play itself out on the screen. The pattern seems clear, but what to enter? Surely if it seems clear, you can enter it for me, no? Not that I necessarily need your brain power to realize that it's 8273, it's just cycling the digits, right? I discover a location within the distant stars. Wow, let's go out to the distant stars. That's not very distant. That is actually not in the stars at all. That's basically right on my doorstep. It's perhaps distant from me sitting in my chair in Oakland, California, but honestly we don't know where the universe of No Man's Sky actually is. Never mind, let's just strip this place for everything else I can get and head out and look at it to see if it's worth the price I paid. The great brain power I had to expend to calibrate this thing. Oh hey, an encyclopedia. I can learn a huge amount of knowledge. I can learn the word for please. It's a huge encyclopedia and it just says, this is the word please. Please remember it. Because the Korvax really like polite individuals. They also don't trust you and require an Atlas pass to get through this door. Anyway, moving swiftly on from doors which I still can't open, we have an operations center and it's about 20 seconds away at the full speed of this spacecraft thing, this tiny little spaceship. Wow, look at this sprawling complex and me landing too far from the target. Well, whatever. Let's use my newfound speedy melee attack thing. I'm sure I'll get this figured out by the time they patch it out. Oh, clearly not figuring everything out just yet. It must be so painful for people to watch this that are actually good at it. You know, that's actually one of the few things in the game that requires any skill right now. Arkusha Desert. Okay, and boxes full of plutonium, which I don't know, at which point does the plutonium explode because I have too much in my pockets and it's a critical mass? I mean, that's the thing about plutonium, you put too much in one place and it has a tendency to explode. It's not like a nuclear reactor where you gotta have your moderators to slow down your neutrons to thermal speeds. No. Plutonium will quite happily explode with fast, unthermalized neutrons. In fact, one of the big problems with plutonium-based weapons is that you have to assemble the core quickly enough that it doesn't pre-detonate and then fizzle, right? So as you're bringing the pieces of the core together, it can start to react before it's fully assembled and then the thing blows itself apart before it reaches a proper critical mass. And yeah, during the Manhattan projects, the first weapons they tried to assemble were gun-based weapons, where you'd have one lump of fissionable material and you'd have a gun that fired another lump in and they would explode. And the problem is, with plutonium, they had to bring them together really, really quickly. And so the bomb, the design, was called the Thin Man, and they kept making it longer and longer and longer because they couldn't get it to assemble. They couldn't get it to a high enough speed so that the thing would assemble without destroying itself. So I'm just going to check this here. We are going to blow our way through this door here, and hopefully nothing will bother me while I'm doing it. Clearly I'm harking back to my Metroid Prime days because I'm messing around with the scanner to see if there's some weak points or something. No, I think it just says destroy. It tells me that I have to destroy it. It's taunting me, saying, you know, your bolt caster is the only way through this door. So let's start shooting it. Sentinel reinforcements deployed. Well, as long as they can't kill me before I get through that door, I will be perfectly fine. As long as they're not going to deploy nuclear weapons and everything. Okay, reload. One last reload of this clip. We're at 2 wanted stars, that's up in the top right, and we're in! There's flashing red lights. Chaos ensues. Zoom Fleo Depot. An automatic processor scrambled the output of the terminal. I can make out a few words, but the rest is lost in static. And the only word I can make out is toxic. So let's try to do something with gas, because I don't see how the others could necessarily be toxic. And the electronic overseer stuff works! Yes, I have found an aeration membrane tow that helps me swim underwater. That would have actually been really useful in the last episode where I had to spend a lot of time swimming under something that was very, very cold. Okay, still explorifying this world here. We have... I don't know what this is. We have another little base here. Drop down, jump out, run around, and get down. That's the new fashion on the dance floor. It's called the No Man's Disco. No, it's not. I'm just completely making that up. Aesol Badlands is undiscovered, but it will be discovered now. I'm guessing when it says undiscovered, it means it's not previously discovered and I've discovered it. Let's just save the game here. There we go. You discovered this on 8/16/2016, and I've no idea when you'll be watching this, but it's telling you when I'm playing it. Got some gold, some Korvax stuff. Let's refill my life support with the power of carbon. I've actually used up all my carbon. Now I've used up all that pile of plutonium. Wow, numbers are really, really decreasing rather rapidly. But I shall endeavour to stay alive until I have reached the centre of the galaxy, or got bored of this game, whichever comes first. I see a door here beckoning me to come in, but it is open. Something doesn't smell right here. Ooh, a lot of red stuff. No, I haven't seen any life forms in this planet other than the plants, but this looks pretty scary. Ooh, yeah. Atlas pass required. Let's be extra careful. I don't know if this stuff will attack me. Yeah, are those eyeballs or pustules or something? Oh, what was that? What was that? I'm getting a bit of a chill here. Kind of scary as to know. Oh, just something else is still hitting me. Oh, wait. Oh, there's something dropping stuff and dead thing. And restore shield. Let's just do that. What is that? What is that? The shielding restore effect that I'm seeing here? Plutonium. And yeah, it looks like... Oh, is that like a thing? Can I shoot that? I want my gun out so I can shoot this thing. If I go from the door? No. Ha! No, they have carefully placed it so I can't actually stand anywhere and shoot this beastie. That's rather disappointing. I kind of want to shoot that thing, just because I'm, you know, I don't know, because I'm bored and it's a game, right? And there it goes and hits me again. Just no way about it. Can't shoot it, I just have to take the beating. Every time I walk past, it's slapping me on the butt and saying, "Ha! You can't fight back! You can't fight back because there's no guns allowed in here. What else are you gonna do?" Oh, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna examine this derelict thing. It looked like a wound in the world, crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the sense to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked of some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile, then crawling on a mat of slow Scylla, moved from me. I should have left it alone. Analyze data log. I discover something coded deep inside a long-dead traveler's log. Something has been left, and it's new technology, Stamina Enhancement Theta. That will be very useful for helping me run away from aliens. Unless, of course, they've already attached themselves to my suit. Okay, so I guess I've explored everything here. There is nothing for us here now. It is best we move on and forget this cursed place. Okay, game saved. Let's see what's inside this building here. Come on. And it's another member of Daft Punk. We have an entire species of Daft Punk, and I have an inventory that's full. Let's put some stuff into my spaceship. That's zinc, yes. Hello, Operations Entity Neighbor, Nader. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Korvax, something or other, something. Okay, from the conversation earlier, we know that he wants the thamium, so let's give him the thamium. The entity slowly inserts the element into a slot in his hip, and he fully reawakens. My god. This is unprecedented. We get cannon damage Sigma. I don't know if that's good because I haven't really used these things in space, but my standing with the Korvax is increased and I can now take a look around. Oh, wait a second, we have a pink gun. It looks like a Nerf gun. I'm not sure who did the gun design on this, or the multi-tool design, but they all do look like kids' Nerf guns. Okay, well, I think I would be foolish not to accept the extra slots here because... I mean, sure, I could use some more slots in my ship, but I'll have some slots in my multi-tool. Terminal J59, K17, Galactic Trade Terminal. Sell some items. What do we have? We have the Gek Charm. No relation to the Gek in Fallout. Gek is, of course, the Garden of Eden construction kit. Gek here doesn't have the letter C, so it's the Garden of Eden kit. Or the Getting Everyone Kicked, or Get Educated Korvax. So, turns out the game really has this kind of dumb loop where you can request a new word from these guys. It costs 20 carbon to talk to them. And, of course, you get a little bit of carbon and you go and say, hey, could you teach me a word? Then, of course, you give them more carbon and you say... present you with some new questions. So what do? Well, you gotta listen to him talk, or her. And in this case, I can request a shield recharge, or healing, or request an isotope. And what does he do after I give him 20 carbon? He gives me like 80-something carbon. Yes, 74 carbon, so I'm up now. I'm up a bunch of carbon. Hey! Have you got anything else for me? Korvax, be something or other. Lemsky. The electronic item looks at me. Request a new word. So I can do that. Request a new word, and it agrees to help. And it teaches me yet another part of the language. Time. If only I had more time. But as boring as that is, it is a much faster way to learn the language than finding a couple of stones next to your monoliths or ancient monuments. Learned 20 words, I tell you, by the time I'm through this I will know hundreds. I'm just not going to show you all of that because it would take so long. Okay, what have we got here? It's hard to tell. I'm just going to land roughly in the area as soon as it will let me. Looks like the target I was looking for is just behind me. Somewhere over there? Or somewhere up there. Let's go up there. Wait a second. Oh! Yeah, there it is! Big yellow cheese cube with blue inset. Ashes of the Hair-Senda or Harakenda. Hair-Senda, the brilliant light from the ancient marker encircles me, engulfing my mind with the memories and voices of the Korvax echoes. The dreams of entities who once worshipped here become my own. The Atlas interfaces drift alone in the endless void. They are silent, they are unknowable fragments of an ancient whole. Yet their imprint on time and space molds our existence. Look, just teach me a word. The knowledge of the Korvax convergence increases by the word back. So now I can tell the Korvax at 1/3 of the title of Sir Mix-a-Lot's biggest hit. Oh, it looks like a delightful little French churchyard or something. Look at that. Oh, it has like flowing stuff in the wind. How interesting. You don't usually find monuments with flags and stuff on them. Korvax word for future. This is clearly a future monument where flags are back in style. Laquitog. Landmark. This strange stone marker imparts the wisdom of the Korvax echoes to those who would desire it. I do not know what dialect it speaks, yet somehow I understand the story of those who once worshipped here. The Korvax echoes tell of a time long ago when the monoliths of the Atlas awoke the civilizations of the Outer Edge. Their presence filled them with a desire for knowledge. From these beginnings, empires were born, spoke out and fell silent once more. An eternity that cannot be quantified passed. Well, that's fantastic. Help me out with the language here, just so I can understand it. What word shall I learn? It's like word bingo. Pure. Well, I can tell them about the Lightning Seed's first record. Okay, I've had enough bumbling around on the surface. I should probably do some, like, structured play that advances my progress. So I'm going to go to this station and look for a dynamic resonator. I'm pretty sure I can buy it from the market. Engage the drive. Good thing this station is nearby because I do not want to wait forever. Pulse engine offline. Station proximity. Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Fly in here. I wish I could fly this manually. That would be fun. Okay, dynamic resonator. I need you for my hyperdrive. So let's go down to the ship. Okay, modify, install, hyperdrive. Yes! And now I can move to another star. At least if I can figure out how to fuel the darn thing. It's almost like they put another thing in my way to make sure that I would do some more exploring. Scanner is going and we have an incoming signal. Incoming signal is where? It's around there. It's around the corner. There, it's right in the middle of this planet I've already visited and explored. Engines charging. Prepare for arrival. Prepare for re-entry. Prepare for moving through the atmosphere and making flyery things, even though they're probably not physically correct. Nice colors on that. Again, not really physically correct, because surely the stuff nearest the front would generate more flame. Okay, so let's try and land on the landing pad. Keep aim, keep pressing E. Oh, no, it's flipped me over. And am I gonna... Nope, not even gonna land on the landing pad. What do you have to do to land on the landing pad? Is this a bug that I have yet to get fixed? Come on, move and jump, move and jump. Oh, it's Ibs Crossing. I wonder if we got Obs Crossing somewhere. Hey, it's another Daft Punk dude. God, I wonder how many people make those jokes. Do you have anything for me? Am I gonna get lucky? Oh, Occams. Convergence entity Occams. What can you do for me? Atlas. Vet something or other. Okay. The electronic entity rapidly bombards me with words from what sounds like dozens of different languages, lapsing into silence when it realizes I recognize none of them. The pattern of lights in its visor briefly resembles an eye roll, then it passes me another message from Nada and Polo, and a vial of antimatter. I can use this to fabricate a warp cell. I try to convey thanks, but the being is disinterested in me. Its task complete. Give me that antimatter. I am no wiser as to who Nada and Polo are, but for now I have the means to locate them, though I strongly suspect I must choose between finding them and following this Atlas. I seriously hope I don't have to play through the game multiple times to get all the endings. That would just be painful. 1102 units. And we have an experimental P40 HK1. Which again looks like a Nerf gun. I mean, I think literally Orion has that in his Nerf gun collection. And I shall take it because it gives me 3 more slots. Or rather, it gives me it gives me 3 extra slots because there's a whole bunch of stuff already built into this. Brilliant! And we have a multi-tool stuff here. New technology, Combat Amplifier Sigma. And the 3V77-6 trade interface. Sell, buy. So yes, I am still playing No Man's Sky, and I hope you guys will tell me whether you really want me to see me complete this thing, or whether you'd prefer I actually do something else. Until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.